Hello Saucy Posse, it is Saucy Princess here, back with another Dead by Daylight Tips for Killers video. Today we're going to be going over the Huntress and her specific power and some in-depth things about her. So just like every other killer, she has a specific power to her, which hers is the hunting hatchets. Basically that's what she throws. She throws it at people and the add-ons go onto her hatchets. So it can either go onto the actual blade itself, onto her belt, or it can go onto the actual wooden part where she holds it. If it goes on her belt, it's usually a perk that gives an extra loop or two, sometimes three. Like the infantry belt, I think it gives you three. Or it can go on the actual blade and it can cause exhausted, hemorrhage, death state 2, which puts the survivor on the ground. You can literally do all kinds of things. There can be add-ons that can wind up your winding time is less, your locker time is less. There's all kinds of different like powers and add-ons for the power. Sorry, and a really good thing to see, really quickly, if things are going to be good together for a loadout specifically built for a specific reason. Like if you're trying to do an accomplishment for blood points. Basically you want to see if they're gonna stack or not, because if something can stack, maybe you can find something like if it's hemorrhage, it'll give them hemorrhage status for 30 seconds. If you can find something that stacks along with it that adds like 20 seconds, then you have 50 seconds there. Another big thing is, I know these frosty eyes look really super cool, but they're really super easy to see too. So like, choose one of these other masks so that you blend in easier with the surroundings. Look behind you, that should give you a clue of what you should or shouldn't be wearing. Okay, something else to think about when you're throwing the hatchets is there's a difference between clicking and long holding. So clicking will release it quickly, and long holding will long hold as long as you have it held down. But the setback with this is that you actually run slower, so that if you have a shot lined up and then it gets taken away, it's best just to let your hatchet go. You're gonna go slower and lose the survivor. I've learned that the hard way. Just let it go. I know, it's sad. You can fill it up back in the lockers. Okay, so another thing is, how do you know where to actually aim? How do you aim? There's no like aim assist or anything. So something to know is you don't always throw your hatchets. Obviously you can hit them with your axe, sorry, as well. But when you do throw your hatchets, the farther away they are, the higher you want to aim. Here you saw that I actually anticipated that they would either run into the tavern or run to the left there, so I did it up into the left and they ran straight into it and I got them on the hook. This next thing, if you can learn this and get really good at it, you're gonna be OP with the Huntress. So once you get your survivor down to where they just need one more hit, if they lead you to a pallet, you can get them easy every single time. All you have to do is get used to aiming over the pallet, because if you do aim too low, it'll just hit the pallet and be useless and your survivor will get off and you'll have to destroy the pallet. But if you can actually get the survivor while they're pulling the pallet down or while they're running away, then you are going to get your survivor almost every single time. It is so good when you get this down. You can literally increase your chances of hooking a survivor by so much if you can master this skill, or even start to get better at it. The next thing I want to talk about is getting stuck in endlesses, specifically with the Huntress. So something that you can actually do to try and end an endless, that sounds funny, but is to refill on hatchets. Even if you don't need more hatchets, just doing the action of getting the hatchets, opening the locker, will make the survivor think that maybe they lost you, maybe they tricked you into thinking that they weren't where you thought they were, whatever. You know, yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You can see here that it didn't. Yeah, and then the next part of this is just cool footage because I really liked the hit that I'm about to get on her right there. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. This clip is actually another example of trying to get out of an endless. So you can see I have one survivor that's hung on the hook, and then there's this building on the right of me, and I notice that there's scratch marks on it. So I start to follow the scratch marks, and I realize they're going around the building, inside the building, all over the place. And so I check around back, and I realize that I'm not gonna be able to get a straight shot on this person. Like, they are just weaving in and out of everything. Right here it glitched, I couldn't throw my hatchet, kind of upsetting, but whatever. um, so I try and I go to grab the hatchets, and it didn't work. I was still caught in the endless, but sometimes it works, so that's why I brought it up. Okay, so that is going to be it for today, guys. Just so you know, you can come back next week for another tips for killer video. We are going in depth on each specific killer. Remember that I am live every single morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time on Twitch. I have a TikTok that I put out videos on daily, multiple times a day. There's some randomness on there, but if you really want some randomness, go follow my Twitter. Okay? It's all under the same misspelled with three S's at the end, Saucy Princess. And then I also have a YouTube. In the description of those YouTube videos, you will find a link to my Discord. In the Discord, you will be able to talk to me and other people from the Saucy Posse. Only the cool people join the Discord, though, so make sure you're a cool person. Alright, that is going to be it for today. Thank you guys for putting up with my weird random shenanigans. Thank you guys so much for your support. You guys are amazing. I will see you guys later. Bye!